Hello everybody, this is All Souls Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut. In the previous episode, Blitz's little plan went a little off the rails and we were forced to fight our way out of the bank. Because of course it was going too smoothly. But so be it. We managed to escape with some good skill and luck, and all that remains is for OTK International's offices to get hit by us. But before we do that, we're going to head into the safe house and talk to Blitz. Oh, hey Chief, you're back, and you've got the box, right? He takes a step towards you. His hand extends. Give it here, if you please. Oh, not just yet, Blitz. We need to have a chat about that whole meat grinder fiasco. Yeah, okay, sure, we can talk about it. Do a little post-mortem on the op, that sort of thing. He tries on a smile. For my part, I'd say it went great. I mean, mission accomplished, right? All's well that ends well and all that. Uh-huh. That's an interesting way of putting it. Well, I mean, it wasn't a complete disaster. I mean, we won, right? Nobody's going to cut my thumbs off, and that's what's important. So, anyway, was there anything specific that you wanted to go over? He drums his fingers on the table. Go on, I'm all ears. Vault door, the one you forgot to account for? Was that really an accident? His mouth drops open. Of course it was, Chief. I'm shocked that you would even ask. What, do you think that I'd purposely strand you in a bank vault? I mean, what kind of asshole would I have to be to do that? If it wasn't part of your plan, then it was an oversight of epic proportions. You can see how that isn't much better, right? Oh, come on, Chief. Like you've never made a mistake. Look, you can lambaste me all you like. Aside from that one little detail, the plan was perfect. I'm proud of my performance in there. Uh-huh. Sounds like you're in the clear with Hassenkamp. Do you have any other debts that I need to worry about? Nah, nothing worth mentioning. And I mean it this time. We've been making good money, and I've paid off everyone else already. You've got nothing more to worry about from me. Alright, Blitz. I guess that you've earned this. Whatever it is. Alright. Thanks, Chief. Blitz turns the box over and over in his hands, a huge grin on his face. Let's plug this puppy in and see what it does. With a series of motions, Blitz pops the plastic cover on an unused expansion slot in his cyber deck and slides the mystery box home. A recessed LED light in the box goes from red to green. He boots up the deck, staring at the code that scrolls across its integrated display. Huh. Well, this is weird. The data hard-coded onto this thing is jam-packed with comlink software. It looks like it has protocols for all of the major brands. sysadmin level tools, too. There's something else. What do you see, Blitz? Slowly a smile spreads across his face. This thing is like a master key for communication systems. With that box plugged into my deck, I could hack the comlink of just about anyone in the same room as me. How's that useful? He scoffs. Use your imagination, Chief. Just about every security goon in Berlin is wired to a comm system of some kind or another. If I can hijack these comms, I can cause all sorts of confusion in their ranks on our runs. This is one hell of a toy. I can see why Grinder wanted it. Well, I can't wait to see what you can do with it. Yeah, Chief, he grins. Me neither. So, is there anything else you want to talk about, or can I start playing with this thing? Let's see, can we talk about something else? How's the Emily thing going? Any luck with the search? Yeah, actually, I've made some headway. For the first time in a year, I've got a solid lead. I thought I'd looked everywhere, between my contacts and myself. We scoured all of M's old haunts, both in Meat Space and the Matrix. But what I never thought to do was dig for clues in my own cyber deck. It seems so obvious now, but back then I couldn't see it. I mean, she was running from me, right? So why would she leave any breadcrumbs for me to find? Anyway, I did some housekeeping and I discovered something. On the morning that Emily disappeared, some information vanished from my cyber deck as well. She did a good job of covering her tracks, but I can see the signs. She grabbed the file and ran. End of story. What kind of data are we talking about? No idea, Chief. I grabbed it on a lark when me and Emily were goofing around in the Matrix. The file was encrypted all to hell and I never could get it open. I only took the damn thing because she told me not to. She said that security would be too tight and that I'd get myself killed. I waltzed on in there and took it, all the same. You should have seen me, Chief. It was a thing of beauty. I don't think I've ever been as much on my A game as I was that day. Blitz, where did you take this data from? Corporate database, you know, no big deal. Tell me which corporation, Blitz. Oh, you know, no one important. Blitz continues smiling at you for a few seconds, then looks away. I stole the file from Az Technology. A tinge of red crawls into Blitz's cheeks. He shuffles his feet. In hindsight, it might not have been the best of ideas. You don't mess with the Azzies, Blitz. Everyone knows that. Yeah, I guess. Emily wasn't too impressed either. Our only real big fight was over that stupid file. Anyway, time passed. Eventually we made up and laughed the whole thing off, or at least I thought we did. Truth be told, I forgot all about it until I realized that the data had gone missing. Alright, so the love of your life took your encrypted file and bailed on you. What are you going to do about it? I don't know, Chief. This whole incident has me rethinking a lot of things. What if she took the file to protect the Azzies? What if she's with them? I've got to admit, this has me worried. I'm even more torn up than I was before. He meets your gaze and you can see the concern gnawing at him. I don't know what to do, but I'm open to suggestions. Well, you've got a direction to look in now. If I were you, I'd get back into the Matrix and find her. He nods. Who am I kidding? You're right. I won't be able to stop thinking about this until I've found her, so I might as well keep trying. Thanks, Chief. You've been a huge help. Best of luck. Let me know how it turns out. I will, Chief. I will. And I believe that's as far as we can get with him. Just quick save. Let's see, anything new? Yeah, well, sort of. It's mostly speculation, truth be told. So what's the deal? Is she working with the Azzies or what? No, I don't think so, but I do have a new lead. After our talk, I went wading into all the Az Technology Matrix hubs that I could find. Nothing too deep, don't worry. I didn't want to set off any alarm bells. But I had a hunch that if I poked around long enough, I'd find something that might lead me to Emily. Sure enough, I did. A message from the genuine article herself. She messaged you? Sure enough, sent me a note. Want to hear what she said? He presses forward without waiting for a response. I'll tell you, the note said, and I quote... hold up, gotta look something up. Lay off, Blitz. I told you to leave me alone. You've shown admirable self-control over the past year. Please don't give up on it now. I'll be back when I can, if I can. Until then, keep away from me for both our sakes. So, let's see. No explanations, no apologies, just a verbal pat on the head. I've shown admirable self-control. Really? She makes it sound like a toddler or something. So did you lay off like the message said? Hell no. I wasn't going to stand for that. Where does she get off, stealing from me and acting like it was my fault? I tried to trace the message like any good decker would. And did you succeed? No, she's good, Talia. Better than I ever thought she was. I couldn't trace the damn thing. I could keep digging, though. I mean, if she noticed me doing it before, I must have been close. Now, before you say anything, I was more discreet this time. I can be subtle if I have to. Nobody noticed what I was doing, and I did find another clue. And, that's okay, I'll tell you anyways. I found a connection between Emily and Seder Krupp. So, do you think she works for SK then? That she stole the encrypted data from you to give to them? Well, maybe, I don't know, it's confusing. I was also able to track down some message fragments connecting her to Schockenwellenritter. So, maybe she was a Seder Krupp mole and she got close to me so that she could, I don't know, so she could profit from my decking expertise? Maybe when she told me not to steal that data, she was using reverse psychology. That's gotta be it. She must have wanted me to take it. He frowns, but then again, maybe she's with the Schockenwellenritter and she's screwing both the Azzies and SK over. If that's the case, then maybe she was with me because she genuinely wanted to be. He pauses for a moment, considering. Then, all at once, he seems to perk up. His chest puffs out and he nods once, decisively. In either case, I should make an effort to find her. I mean, she's playing a dangerous game, whether she's with SK or the Schockenwellenritter. Maybe she's gotten herself in too deep. She might need help. I mean, why else would she send me such a cryptic message? Blitz, that message was anything but cryptic. She wants you to stay far, far away. Yeah, that's what she said, but I'll bet she didn't mean it. She probably just didn't want me to worry her. Maybe she said it under duress. I mean, you've got to agree that it's at least worth checking out. Let's see. Blitz, listen to me. This is a bad idea, and nothing good is going to come from it. You worry too much, Chief. I'm the best, remember? So, where's the harm in digging a little deeper? I mean, Em might need me. If this is how you acted when you and Emily were together, I can see why she left. He recoils as if you punched him. Whoa, that was a pretty messed up thing to say, Chief. It was also accurate. You routinely ignore those around you because you think you know better. I'm here to tell you, you do not know better. But Blitz, listen to me. You need to show some more self-control and drop this. Blitz deflates before your eyes. He looks down at his shoes. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, boss, you win. I'll let it go. Trust me, this is the better option for this. Now I'm wondering, any thoughts? Alright, nope, looks like we're not going to get any resolution on that until afterwards. I'm going to real quick, well, first pet Dante, because he is the bestest boy. But then I'm going to check my computer, see if there's anything new. Let's see. No new messages. Nothing in old messages. Let's check the Shadowlands. Ooh, Dragonfall banking woes. That's new. Looks like there's been a good old-fashioned bank heist in Dragonfall. One of those old defunded banks that still had some funds in it, apparently. Whoever was responsible waltzed right in and transferred away a whole load of new yen. That's not all. A pal of mine had been contracted to do some work for one of the other lending establishments in the area. When he went in to meet with his contact, all he found was a couple of shell casings and a troll-sized pool of blood. Huh, I'd always assumed that banking was a boring job. Yeah, sounds pretty action-packed to me. You've got a break-in, a big score, what looks like a revenge killing, all of that, plus a steady paycheck. What more could you want? Hey, if you need me, I'll be putting in an application at my nearest savings and loan. Looks like Hassenkamp successfully got his revenge. Excellent, and we don't have any pay data for sale, so there goes that. Nothing else, and we've got plenty of time, so I think it's about time we took care of that next mission. Because there's not going to be any updates in anyone's, well, available talk pad. There's nothing new to talk about with anyone, because we've just been doing optional stuff which doesn't update the Kreuzbazaar. So it's time, at long last, after completing all these loyalty missions, to move the story forward. Assemble the team and travel to OTK International offices to tap Knight-Errant communications in preparation for your run against Azzies technology. Okay, now, we have to have a Decker on this mission, so Blitz is obviously going. Gonna take Glory in, because I want to check out that new ability of hers, which doesn't seem to show up. And we now have a choice between Dietrich and Iger. I'm hoping to get through this without any troubles. So I don't know if we're going to need a gunner for this. So I think I'll bring Dietrich just to act as a buffer, just to be on the safe side. Earwig. OTK International is a small-time software developer, and it shows. The company's main office is crammed up against the back wall of a massive shared office park, surrounded by competing businesses and larger corporations. A steady trickle of dead-eyed wage slaves flows in and out of the complex. The office park's main entrance is overflowing with hired security, but your forged keycard gets you past them easily enough. A few minutes later, you're walking the winding corridors toward OTK International. You're only a few smashed computers away from putting Amsel's plan into motion. Okay. That's right. I forgot to stock back up. Well, let's see. I got a couple of advanced medkits I could toss in, but hopefully I won't need them. Yes, I know I have karma to spend. Passing through the main doors of OTK International, you find yourself in a stretch of industrial hallway. Apparently, the company is too small to warrant such amenities as a lobby or greeting area. The rest of your team is waiting for you at OTK's side entrance, outside of the office park and beyond the reach of the building's security. Letting them in should be as easy as opening the service door. Yes, it is. Okay, as you pass by the open door, you see a middle-aged wage slave working at a console. His back is facing the doorway, and he doesn't seem to have noticed you. There are multiple things you can do. You can sneak up on him to scare him or knock him out. You need a quickness of 4 to sneak up on him, and a close combat of 4 to knock him out. If you aren't aggressive, you can convince him you're a fellow contractor with a charisma of 4. Which bluffing your way through is worth 1 karma. Snapping his neck also awards 1 karma. And if you do that, be sure to grab the lab coat off of him. Let's approach him. You step into the room and make your way toward the wage slave. As you approach him, he sits bolt upright and begins to turn towards you. Wait for him to turn around. The wage slave turns and blinks at you. Who are you? How the hell did you get in here? Sorry to have startled you. My name's Julie. I'm the new contractor. Just wanted to stop by and say hello. Oh, well, hello then. I'm Klaus. He glances at his PDA. Good God, I should have clocked out an hour ago. Well, pleasure meeting you, Julie. Good night. Good night, Klaus. That sends him on his way. And yes, I did that purely for the karma. And it also gets us access into here. Desk, huh? The desk before you is well kept. The papers are stacked neatly, the drawers are closed, and the terminal is shut off. Search the drawers. The contents of the drawers make it clear the desk belongs to a supervisor of some sort, Mr. Stephen Williams, according to the nameplate. Find plenty of employees, performance evaluations, schedules of upcoming meetings and deadlines, and other decidedly uninteresting files and papers. One of the drawers, however, is locked. Investigate the locked drawer. The drawer appears to be secured by some sort of electronic lock. The desk itself, however, looks relatively flimsy. You might be able to force the drawer open, and we would if we had a strength of 5, but we don't, so let's use our intelligence. There's no visible keyhole, no input pad, and no card reader. The lock must be controlled through the computer terminal. Let's see. Turn on the terminal. The terminal boots up quickly. Please log in. With a decking of 5, we can crack the password. Let's attempt login. S. Williams. Enter password. Oh boy, if you look around the offices, you can deduce that the login is S. Williams, as indicated by the nameplates. And the password is apparently 0629. Logged in as S. Williams, unlock the drawer. With a sharp clicking sound, the maglock releases and the drawer pops open. Among the various other items in the locked drawer, you find a supervisor's ID badge. That'll probably be useful to us. Let's see, a calendar is hung on the wall covered in notes and appointments. June the 29th has been circled about half a dozen times. That's probably how you figure out 0629. Filing cabinets have all been labeled and neatly blocked printing by hand. They're all locked. The board is arranged in a grid of names and tasks, most of which seem to be a completed category. In the corner of the note, Lucy B. Day, Tuesday, do not forget. The bookshelf is neatly organized and alphabetized. On the upper shelf is a framed picture of a young blonde girl with braces and a huge smile stretching across her face. Probably Lucy. Now then, let's see. Security room right there. Conference room. Well, with a drone, we can send it through here. However, there are security guards inside. We can, however, convince them if we pass an etiquette security. Oh wait, that must be this room. Yeah. Can't jack into there. Alright, well, if we head in here, we can let our team in, which we probably should be doing. You can also get past them by using Charisma 4 or the Supervisor's ID. Hello, everybody. Uh-oh. Standing in the hallway is a janitor, a tired-looking woman in her mid-30s. She's staring at you, her eyes wide with surprise. You can't help but notice the alarm panel set into the wall just behind her. With a flick of her wrist, she could make your job infinitely more complicated. Oh, excuse me, you startled me there. A look of confusion crosses the janitor's face as her eyes flit from you to your teammates to the door that you just let them in through. You are suddenly aware of how very out of place you look in this building, and the furrow in the janitor's brow tells you that she's made the same observation. Now then, with an etiquette of corporate or charisma 5, you can bluff your way past her. Otherwise, you have to convince her you're part of the workforce, not a friend of the boss. In order to do that, you must tell her that you're with the night crow and you just went out for soy calf, and focus on the fact that you've been working for 72 hours. If she asks, you're wearing normal clothes to feel like a normal person again, and the soy calf went to a person in need. Bluffing your way through her is worth 1 karma. We can also just use corporate etiquette, but I want that extra karma. I'm with the night crew. I just went out for soy calf. The janitor does not sound convinced, so where is it? The soy calf. I ran into a homeless guy on my way back to the office. I'm tired, but he needed it more than I did. The janitor stops for a second to consider. Yeah, okay, that's fair. She offers you a weak smile. Sorry about the attitude. I haven't gotten much sleep lately either. Between the hours here and a toddler at home, I'm pretty much a wreck. Look, I don't want to give you the 3rd degree, but they've been harping so much about lax security, and I have to. Much about the lax security that I have to. Everyone do your part and all that, so I've got to ask, why are you still in your street clothes? You know how seriously they take dress code here, especially if you work in one of the server rooms. Let's see, when there's a truck, I'm not a fan of the dress code. I left my work clothes under my desk. I just need to feel like a normal person again, even if only for 20 minutes. There's only so long you can stew in your work outfit. You know what I'm talking about, right? The janitor offers you a weak laugh. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I've lost count of the number of nights I've gone home feeling subhuman. It sucks. I can't blame you for wanting to get some fresh air, especially considering the kind of hours you folks have been putting in. Yeah, she pauses for a moment. Okay, you're cool. You can head on in. I won't rat you out to security or management if you won't tell anyone that I held the door for you. She smiles warmly. We're all in this together, right? You have no idea. And there's our karma. Okay. Well, we could try jacking into here. And why not? Let's try this out. Blitz, get your butt in there. Now, what have we got in here? Executive door. Okay then, Blitz, you move up to here. And let's get our attacker. Well, at least I hit one of them. There we go. Okay, Blitz, how about you start a suppression? Reduce that security level, and then go for an erosion on this guy. Okay, and have my attacker focus on this one. I was hoping the erosion would kill it. And then we go for a blaster to try and finish that guy and damage that one. Yeah. Blitz, let's get you moved up over here. And then just blast this guy. Or not. Alright, let's see if we can have the attacker finish it off so that way Blitz can use up all of his AP getting to this and then getting out. Executive door is open. And then have them jack out. Okay, that's the executive door, which means we can get past those drones and don't have to worry about them. Halt! This is a restricted area. The guard raises his weapons, his voice brewing with excitement. Show me your ID, now. We can use our security, or we can use the supervisor's ID badge. We can also attack them, but I'd rather go through this without starting a fight. Yeah, it's right here. He squints at your badge, scowling. After a few seconds, he lowers his weapon. Sorry to have bothered you, ma'am. You're cleared to be here, but stay where I can see you, and don't leave this room. Don't worry, I won't. Also, what is up with that buff icon? That's just weirding me out a little bit. Let's see. I don't think it would be a good idea to jack into there. Drone control center. Okay. Now, apparently the guards don't care, and they'll only go hostile if we trip an alarm while inside, but we basically have to go in here. Hey, what do you think you're doing? I told you those doors were off limits. Look, I really need to get through here. Would you mind? I can't help you, ma'am. You're cleared to be in this room, but only under direct supervision, and we can't leave our post to escort you into the other room. He sounds uncertain and suspicious. You just stay in this room, all right? Check your software from where you're at and leave, or I'll have to call this into Central. I need direct server access to do my job, pal. I can't complete my check from this terminal. The guard sighs. Hold there. I'm calling this in to clear it with Central. If they give the go-ahead, I'll take you wherever you need to be. He reaches for the comm link, studies his collar. This will only take a minute. Oh boy. Moments later, his shoulders jerk back in alarm. In a flash, the guard readies his weapon. Central didn't send anyone here. Put your hands where I can see them. You're coming with me. Alright. Fine. Guess we're doing this the hard way. At least this time around we have a full team. Stupid flashbangs. Okay then. Ah, Hearthfire. Heals the last wound taken by the target. Yep. Okay. Was hoping to get through this without a fight, but so be it. Let's see. Wait, apparently we can access the central server in the reception area, so... Actually, it seems to me like we don't need to go back there. My mistake. There is, however, some paid data we can get. Oh, come on, don't crash on me now. Okay, there we go. There is some pay data we can get, but we're going to have to be careful. And now it is weirdly colored gold. Huh. It wasn't gold when I checked in, was it? Or when I was here earlier, was it? No. Now, we do have to be careful, and I suggest we use suppression every chance we get, just to keep that security nice and low. Let's see. There is ice, but I don't think we got anything to worry about in that regard. Let's tar bomb these guys, and then move our attacker out of the way. Blitz, you start blasting them. Guys are pretty weak compared to the white ice we had to deal with beforehand. Although they are rather evasive. Yeah, there's some more white ice. That's fine, I can deal with this. We are running out of time, but may as well finish this. Alright, heal up the big guy first and foremost. Well, at least he has no excuse for missing these shots. Okay, if we go up here, there's more ice to deal with. But that doesn't surprise me. Just gotta take these last two guys out. Okay, now I really gotta take this guy out. Guys, I don't want to get hit by whatever he's planning. Okay, that's done. Send in the attacker to hack the data node. Or not. Okay, Blitz, use suppression, keep that alarm down. Okay, now hack the data server node. Okay, now we could just jack out and then leave, but there is pay data to collect. Sure, it's not going to make a huge difference in our bank account, but, see, erosion on this guy, and then just keep blasting this one. Have our attacker program come in here and try to hit them with a tar bomb. That eliminates the blaster and keeps the melee one from moving. Okay. Weird. Another blast of sound. Happened last episode, too. Okay, Blitz, you move over here. Blast this thing. And then blast these two. Or, better idea, summon the Exploder. Get him right over here and then blow them both up. Didn't kill them both, but I should be able to finish them off next turn. Tar Bomb from him, Blaster from Blitz, and that should finish them. Let's see. And good, the attacker can reach the data server. And now we're just going to run Blitz's butt out of here. And the same for us once we're back in meat space. And nobody is any the wiser, so let's get the hell out of here. Episode went a little longer, but so be it. The U-Bahn ride home is smooth and uneventful. The high-ups at OTK International must be scrambling to try and recover their losses. It's only a matter of time before they make the call and Amsel's compromised data is uploaded to Knight-Errant's comlinks. You're going to be rolling into Az technology with one hell of an advantage. Not bad for a night's work. We should have a bunch of karma coming in. Yeah, gained 4 karma. That leaves us a total of 12. Well, with that, I'm going to have to end this episode off here for today because we're already over the time limit. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for when I upload, or to hit the straw poll link to vote for our next Let's Play. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.